which I don't know if you could really call them French fries, but they're like potatoes that I cut into little wedges and put in the oven. And they're pretty yummy. They're unfortunately a little bit soggy just because I think I put too much oil, but they're still gonna taste good. And then I also have this is just mayonnaise mixed with hot sauce that I like to eat with my burgers and French fries. And then on this plate is fried egg and onions that I'm gonna put on my burger. And then I also have a Diet Coke, and I also have a protein cookie. I'm trying to get more protein in my diet, and this has 16 grams of protein, and it tastes like a snickerdoodle, which snickerdoodle is one of my top favorite types of, I guess, flavors for a cookie. Right behind chocolate chip, but the protein chocolate chip ones aren't as good as a normal chocolate chip cookie, in my opinion. So I'm also going to be answering a few questions that you all left me on my Instagram. I didn't give you a ton of time, like I posted maybe an hour and a half ago. Anyone have any questions for me? Because I like to talk while I eat, so I thought I might as well chat with you all while I eat this. So I'll answer some of these questions while I eat it. So thank you everyone who asked the question. Okay, so I have the actual burger itself, and I have the egg that goes on top, and then I have onions. Yum, I love onions. I put onions on literally everything, and garlic. And like, it's so funny when you're cooking and you're cooking onions and garlic, everyone's like, oh my god, that smells so good, someone's a chef. But in reality, it's just onions and garlic. That's a little life tip. If you want people to think that you're really good to cook, just put onions and garlic on everything. I did cook this, by the way. Okay, so now I'm gonna put a little bit of the spicy mayo on top. I don't want to use all of it because I want to save some of it for the French fries, but I'm gonna use a little good amount. Yum. I didn't have any ketchup. I usually eat the chicken nuggets with ketchup, but I didn't have any, which is sad. But you know what? You make do with what you have. Okay. I had a napkin, but it fell on the floor. I eat burgers like, I don't know, 3 times a week because they're just so easy to make, and they're pretty healthy. Lots of protein. It's good. And I've been doing this with mayonnaise and hot sauce for like maybe a few years now. When I was living in Ecuador, they put mayonnaise on so many different foods, and particularly burgers. And I used to hate mayonnaise. Like, I used to think it was so gross my whole life. And then when I was studying in Ecuador, I think like someone gave me a burger with mayo on it, and I thought it was so good, like delicious. I was like, wow, I'm never gonna eat a burger without mayo again. And here we are, years later, I eat my burgers with mayo. Okay, so let me start with these questions. So the first one says current events. So it actually asks for questions or topics. I'm gonna have to make that quieter when I edit. But is ASMR, and it's a political channel, but it's hard because I don't want to talk about things that are like so sad, and most political events and current events are sad, and it's important to talk about them, but ASMR is hard because I don't want to trigger anyone while they're watching ASMR trying to go to sleep. I want it to be relaxing, and so it is just like a thin line to walk. I don't know. It's like what is the term here? It's I don't know the term. It's something to do with a line, gray area. I don't know, but it's hard to make this content and make it relaxing, but also have it be politically relevant, because not talking about these things is really much worse than talking about them and potentially turning someone off of my videos. But at the same time, I want people to feel safe coming to watch my videos, so it's just hard. So talking about current events in my videos is hard, even though I really try to do it as much as I can. What do you think? I mean, I talk about policy a lot because I think that's really important. I don't have to talk about the really graphic, triggering things. If I could just talk about policy. And then on my Instagram, I definitely talk a lot about the actual more current daily events in the world, in the United States, which are really not good. But obviously, there's a lot of sad news this past week, and specifically affecting the Asian community. And if you're watching this video and you have some extra funds, definitely consider giving your funds away to mutual aid for different Asian communities. And be educating yourself and talking to your family and friends about racism and how, if you're white, specifically, you should be talking about racism with your family, because your families are probably racist. So that's just something to always be doing, talking to your families, educating, giving your money away, supporting people how they need to be supported, listening to people, what they say they need, and giving it to them. Alright, another current event happening is the vaccine, and I'm hoping to get mine soon. Both my parents and my sister and my roommate and my grandparents all have the vaccine, and I'm the only one left who doesn't have it in my friend group and my family. And I want it so badly because my sister is pregnant, and I want to be able to see her after she has the baby. I put a fried egg on here, it's so good. What else in current events? I don't know. Okay, next thing on here for topics is friendships. Last weekend, the reason I've been not posting a lot is I usually make my videos on weekends, but last weekend I wasn't in my home. And there's a really loud siren, so I think I'm gonna wait. Okay, so we're back. Like 18 different sirens just went off at once, and then also like 14 different airplanes. On here, it says friendships, yes. So the reason I haven't been posting a lot is because last weekend I was in DC visiting my best friend from college, Carolina, who just had a baby. And so I didn't have time to make any videos. But my friends are all good, like my roommate's vaccinated. I mean, no one's like good because, things are not well in the world right now, but people are surviving. next one says, why are you so cute? You know, I try to be. It's not that I don't try to be, because I definitely try to be cute for sure. Next one says, nope, nothing, just stay awesome and be true always. That's very sweet. The next thing, what you usually eat if you're on a diet? Okay, so I don't think I'm the best person to ask this question, just because I've struggled my whole life with eating disorders. And so I try not to use the word diet or like diet. I just try to be, I strive to be happy in my own skin, and it's, easier for me than for most people because I have a lot of skinny privilege, and it's just a fucked up world, and there's lots of fat phobia, so I try not to use the word diet for those reasons. Rather than diet, I wish that I would just like be happy in my own skin, But of course I try to eat healthy, like I'm trying to eat more protein. Okay, the next one is asking me movies that I like. I love horror movies. I love anything Stephen King. I love like thriller type of movies. I love all the Purge movies. I love The Shining. I love Paranormal Activity. I love all those movies. Just really any horror movie. Oh my god, do you hear that? There's like an ice cream truck. Okay, the next question is asking, are there any podcasts that I like? Honestly, I don't listen to a ton of podcasts, but I do really like this one podcast called Radio Lab, and it's a podcast about like technology and culture combined, I guess. I think it's pretty interesting. They just recently did this episode about COVID and how I guess biologically, how it like functions inside of a human body. So I thought that was kind of interesting. I would recommend Radio Lab. The next one is, let's see. Oh, that's all of them for that page. Let me open up the other one. Okay, the next one is, the next one is, why do you stan Candy Muse? I love Candy Muse, so if any of you are watching RuPaul this season, then you know who Candy Muse is. She's one of the drag queens on RuPaul this season. And she's from the Bronx. So that's, first of all, she's from New York, so that's why I'm gonna love her immediately. But she's also so funny and has so much personality. My favorites this season are, actually I really love this season. I love most of the people who are left. I really didn't like Tina Burner, and she was the last person who left, and like she was my least favorite. So now everyone left I pretty much like. But my favorites are, my favorite, all-time favorite this season is Simone. Simone is incredible. She's like the most talented, most amazing. I don't know, I just love her. And I also really like Gottmik. So Simone and Gottmik are probably my favorites right now. And then after them is probably Candy Muse. I love Candy. She's like just hilarious and has a charisma to her. Okay, next one is the places you've traveled. So I've actually done quite a bit of traveling in my life. I've been really fortunate. I never traveled until college. Like I didn't even have a passport until my sophomore year of college. I did like a spring break or like a winter break with some of my friends to Costa Rica, and that was the first place I'd ever been, and I had to get a passport, and it was really exciting. I actually, like, I'm such a type B person, I forget everything. It was the first time I ever left the country, and I was with my friend Christina, and we were in the airport, and all of a sudden, like, after security, like, she's looking at me, and she's like, Eric, where is your bag? And I'm like, what do you mean, where's my bag? I have my bag, it's right here. She was like, yeah, in Spain, but then I went to Paris in France, I went to Italy, I went to Germany, and I went to Portugal. And then other places I've been, other states. I've been to a lot of states in the United States. Yeah, I've done a good amount of traveling. I've been really, really privileged. The next question is, what keeps you motivated in your everyday life? I think in my everyday life, what keeps me motivated is just like my friends and family, and knowing that the weekend is coming, honestly, that I could be with my friends and family more. I think this video is going to be eating from here on out because I'm out of questions and I'm really hungry. So good. I'm like the best cook. Actually, not really. I like barely cook. I'm a bad cook. I'm just lazy. Honestly, I really am. When it comes to cooking, I'm not a lazy person for everything, but cooking for sure. I have one chicken nugget left. I'm out of the mayo. That was loud, I'm sorry. I'm so sad there's no mayo left. Okay, so I realize that I always say, okay, so. I might save this cookie to eat off camera, to be honest, because I want to digest for a second. I really do. But I really appreciate you eating with me. I love to eat while I watch mukbang videos, so I hope you ate with me. I'm gonna try to be posting more on a schedule again. I know I took a week off, but I didn't even take the full week off. I took like a couple days off, but I am gonna start to try to post again on the same schedule. But if you like this video, please You can also